There are several large master plan communities in the Tampa Bay area. One of them is just north of Tampa. It's called Angeline. I've talked about what's going up there before, but it has been a while. Things have progressed. I should say things have changed a lot. I thought I'd head back up there and give you an update. I'm going to go over location, who's building there, and FYI, there is a new upscale builder. What they're building, I know they're building homes, but I want to talk about specifics. And finally, what it's going to cost you to buy and live there. Let's get started. Hey, I'm Mike, and this is the Tampa Lifestyle Channel. We normally talk about living in and around Tampa. We have a lot of people call us about moving to the Bay Area from out of state. So the plan here is to give you as much information as possible before you start packing, both the good and the bad. You might as well have both sides of that coin up front. I mean, it's a lot easier to change your mind now than after you lived here for a year. For a good number of these people, new construction homes in a master plan community really makes a lot of sense, which is why I constantly talk about them. If you're seriously considering a move to Tampa Bay or the area, keep watching. You decide whether new construction makes sense for you and your plans. If you want more information, my contact info is below in the comment section. Reach out. There's also a link there for our relocation guide. Download it. It's free. Angeline has been in the planning stage for almost a decade. Home construction got started in 2022 with Lennar's active adult section. Lennar has been the only builder there until a couple months ago. Angeline is a metro development group. That normally means a lagoon-style community. Angeline will follow with that format with its own lagoon somewhere right about there. Metro is also known for innovation, like UltraFi, their high-speed internet system that covers the entire subdivision, using solar-powered streetlights, autonomous vehicle paths, and of course, the lagoons. I believe this will be, I think it's their 6th lagoon. All of them are in the middle of the state. Plans for more include Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Angeline is a 6,200-acre project with 3,600 acres designated as preserve with an extensive trail system. It's going to be about 100 miles when it's finished. The number of homes planned varies depending on who you talk to. The original number was close to 4,000 homes. Lately, 11,000 has been spread around. My guess is that includes a number of more single-family homes and the apartments being built on the very southern section of the property. Estimates are that about 35,000 people will live in Angeline. It is a master plan community, meaning you're going to have homes, a bunch of them. It will also offer a downtown area complete with a cafe, a community farm, several parks, new schools, and an 800-acre buffer that will divide the commercial area to the south and to the residential area in the north. On the commercial side, Moffett is building a huge, 775-acre life sciences hub with clinical research, labs, and office space. It is projected to add thousands of high-paying jobs in the biotech industry. The downtown area is supposed to have 4 million square feet of office, shopping, dining, and entertainment, with an extra 2 million square feet for future development. If you're looking for new construction home in the Tampa Bay area, we would like to talk. I've been helping people buy homes for years, all over the Bay Area. Give me a call. I'd love to hear what your plans are for moving to Florida. I can direct you to the best builder for those plans. You can download our relocation guide by scanning this QR code. The link is also in the comments down below. Looking forward to hearing from you. There are several different schools scheduled for Angeline, depending on where in the community you're going to live. Connerton Elementary, Cruz Lake Middle, and Land Lakes High School are the most likely, but not absolute. You need to reach out to the county for details. Angeline Academy of Innovation is a brand new 6 to 12 grade STEM magnet school right in the community. There's also Kirkland Ranch Academy of Innovation. Dayspring Academy Angeline and Angeline Country Day School offer both charter and private school options. Both are brand new. I'll put a link to the Pasco County School District's website in the comment section below. If you've watched any of my videos, well, most of them anyhow, I like to give you an idea of where it is that I'm talking about. So let's pull out the maps. Angeline is located in southern Pasco County, about 35 miles north of Tampa. It sits between the Veterans Toll Road on the west, US Highway 41 on the east, and State Road 52 up to the north. It is very close to the toll road, about 2 miles. You get great access to Tampa, Tampa International Airport, and the West Shore Business District. The beach, not so much. According to their website, downtown Tampa can be reached in 30 minutes. That's probably close, plus or minus 10 minutes, more than likely plus 10 minutes. The time of the day is going to be a major factor in that commute. During rush hour, no accidents, no rain, you're looking at closer to an hour. They are estimating the drive to Tampa International Airport at 22 minutes. Again, in the middle of the day, on a good day, maybe 30 minutes. To catch a 7 o'clock flight, plan an hour at a minimum. Wesley Chapel and the surrounding area have all the shopping, dining, and entertainment that you could want. It is one of the most popular places to live, work, and make videos about in the entire Bay Area. Between the shops at Wiregrass, the Tampa Bay Premium Outlet, and the Groves, finding a store is not going to be a problem. Wesley Chapel is also the location of the nearest Costco and Sam's Club. As far as groceries, Publix has a brand new location on 52, about 4 miles west of Angeline. So depending on where you live in Angeline, it could be a 10, 12-minute drive. And by the way, I want to be perfectly clear, there is nothing in the area that would be considered walkable. Food, places to go eat, have an adult beverage, take the kids out are pretty much all over the place. Everything from Popsicle Golf to the main event. There are dozens of videos on YouTube about Wesley Chapel, including mine, so I'm not going to bore you with details now. One of the first things you'll notice about Angeline when you drive up is the lack of, well, everything, except a couple dozen cows. Angeline was part of the Bexley Ranch. That extended from State Road 52 south basically to State Road 54. The area has been a working ranch for decades. It still is pretty rural. The address there is Land O'Lakes. There is not much in Land O'Lakes. A couple of dive bars with some really good food. Ukulele's brand is one that comes to mind. Good food, live band on the weekends, but it is not fancy. Very far from it. I know that for a fact because I may have been there several times. Hungry Harry's Barbecue is also a Lavoie family favorite. There are a couple of breweries. For a more upscale dinner, Stonewater Grill will not disappoint. Outside of that, there is Larry's Deli, great subs, try that Cuban. Okay, outside of that, you're making a trip to Wesley Chapel or West Shore. Land O'Lakes does not have a downtown area. It is very small, but it's a great place to live. Life in Land O'Lakes and Angeline is going to be more outdoorsy type of lifestyle. There are several parks, preserves for hiking, camping, fishing, and all that Florida stuff. The Suncoast Trail is something like, I think it's 42 miles of biking trails that extend up into Citrus County. Angeline is scheduled for a lagoon as part of the amenity package, but until that happens, you've got a choice of two others. About 15 miles to the east are the two of the largest lagoons in Florida, Mirada and Epperson Ranch. They offer clear blue water, sandy beaches, swim-up tiki bars, and cabanas. It's like living in the Caribbean just here in Pasco County. We have videos on both, plus the ones in South Shore Bay and Sea Air that are down south of Tampa. Let's talk traffic for just a minute. It's not pretty, but it is getting better. So here's a map of Angeline. This is a Suncoast toll road that goes south down to Tampa. On the north is State Road 52. You go far enough east, about 15 miles, it connects with I-75. US 41 runs north and south right about here. Traffic on either the toll road or 41 can get to be a little tense at times, like during rush hour, both ways. 41 has been widened into a 4 or 6-lane highway depending on where you're sitting, and 52 has been widened as well from the toll road over to 41. The plan is to widen it all the way to I-75, but you're looking at years before that's going to be finished. They haven't even started on it yet. The section from 41 to a road called Aaron Cutoff is scheduled to start in the spring of 27. It's a start. Ridge Road is finished from the toll road over to Sun Lake. The remaining section of that is going to connect to 41, and it is in the works. Sun Lake is finished to this point. Someday it will run all the way down to 54 on the south. That project is also underway, kinda. Those will definitely help traffic. However, until they're complete, traffic getting into Tampa is just not going to be fun. So Angeline is a metro development project. Lennar was the first to start building with the active adult section. It's a typical adult community. A nice clubhouse, pickleball, tennis, a couple of pools, a fitness center, an in-house planner to keep the residents busy. They offer villas. Single home families are priced from about $250,000. Outside of the 55 plus section, Lennar now offers townhomes, villas, and single family homes. Prices start in the mid 200s for the villas. Single family homes start in the mid 300s. Lennar is what I would consider a tier 1 or entry level builder. Nothing really wrong with them, especially at this price point. And they have basic finishes, efficient building processes for faster building times. They're okay. D.R. Horton is the other what I would consider entry-level builder in Angeline. They are offering their most affordable group of homes, called the Express Series. They are designed specifically for first-time home buyers. Functional floor plans, efficiency, modern amenities, smart home technology, just very basic finishes. Prices start around $350,000, and I guess their most popular model is the 4-bed, 2-bath Cali. No, you cannot change anything in the home. Both Lennar and D.R. Horton have packaged homes. You can select the interior color from a couple different choices, but that color choice may not be on the lot you want. Why don't you take a couple seconds, scan this QR code. It will get you to our list of new construction homes covering the Tampa area. Actually, it covers most of the west coast of Florida. We'd love to help you with the details. Call or text me, 813-864-6370. The number is right here. A few months ago, Dream Finders Homes started building in Angeline. Dream Finders is based out of Jacksonville. They build in 11 states from Colorado to Maryland, and of course, here in Florida. Dream Finders is what I would consider a level 2 builder with options. They are a large step up from Lennar or D.R. Horton, but they're just not quite the level of a Toll Brothers or Arthur Ruttenberg. Although they can and do build custom homes, it's just not an Angeline. Here they are geared for the first-time homeowner or those homeowners who want to step up from basically a Lennar built home to a semi-custom home. In Angeline, Dream Finders is building 107 homes, offering 5 different floor plans with multiple front elevations. Homes start around $565,000 for the 4-bedroom, 3-bath Arlington. Okay, that is the starting price. To that, you need to add a lot premium. It's going to be $10,000 to $20,000, plus whatever you add at the design center. If you're in a time crunch, they have several ready-to-move-in homes, soon to be ready-to-move-in homes. Prices start around $600,000 for them. If you want, you can build from the ground up. That will include a trip to the design center. Unlike a lot of builders at this level, Dream Finders allows you to change colors of the house or pick out your own cabinet pulls, add features like the gourmet kitchen, change the master bathroom, maybe convert the bonus room to a guest room. Just keep in mind those changes add up. You can easily add 30% to the purchase price of that final number. I have a video that covers what you should avoid at the design center. Like most builders, Dream Finders is offering some pretty stout incentives to buyers. Interest rate buydowns, under 5% now. Cash to use at the design center, just some of them. Those things change like the wind. If you want what is currently being offered, schedule some time with me on the phone. This QR code will get you started on that. I want to talk to you a little bit about what it's going to cost to live in Angeline, specifically fees that are in addition to the principal and interest payment on your mortgage. Angeline has an HOA and a CDD. You all know what an HOA is, and that has associated fees. People have mixed feelings about living in a community with an HOA. Some flat out won't do it. And that's a topic for a discussion at some other time. If you want to live in Angeline, you're going to have to deal with it. They refer to it as an assessment, and that fee is $325 a quarter, about $108 a month, which is really not that bad. There also happens to be a CDD. Not everyone knows what a CDD is. It just so happens that I have a video that goes over CDDs. CDDs are based on the lot size and the style of the home. Villas and townhomes have the smallest lot, about 30 feet, and the smallest CDD fee, $1,063 a year. The annual fee for homes on a 50-foot lot is $1,674. Homes on a 60-foot lot are looking at $2,009 a year. Those are the normal fees. Well, as normal as you can get. The Lagoon is independently owned and operated and is not part of the CDD or the HOA assessments. So, In addition to the HOA and the CDD, homeowners will have fees for Lagoon access. Whether you use the Lagoon or not, you're going to have a one-time initiation fee of $2,000 if you're buying a single-family home. It's $1,500 if your home style is a townhome, and $1,200 if you're planning on a villa. There is also a monthly access fee. At the moment, that number has not been published, and until the Lagoon is finished, that monthly fee is not being charged. At some point in time, they're going to have a number figured out. The other Lagoon's access fees are between $30 and $35 a month. One would have to assume Angeline homeowners would be looking at a similar number. One could be wrong. Another fee that may or may not affect you, if you live in the 55 plus section, Medley, you will also have another monthly fee. That fee provides access to the active adult section, clubhouse, and facilities. Single family homes are $347 a month. Villas are $375 a month. Villas are slightly higher because repainting the roof and exterior is included every 7 years. In Medley, the 55 plus section, the monthly fee also includes yard maintenance. Outside of Medley, you mow your own yard. Or better yet, I have the phone number of a company that will mow it for you. A much better option, even with the additional cost. No matter which section you're in, the HOA includes a 2 gigabyte internet connection, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, I can be poolside working on my own secure connection. I get a question about the cost of the Lagoon, and is it really worth it? And the answer is different for each person, or it can be. If you go to the Lagoon during the summer, it's almost always busy. I mean, people utilize it. The $35 monthly fee is a lot cheaper than driving over to Clearwater Beach. I mean, parking over there starts at $20 a day. Add the gas to get there, time, aggravation. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. Is it the same? No, of course not. Is it close? So the end of this is about Dream Finders Homes. If you're interested in an upscale, semi-custom home builder in a master plan community with a ton of amenities, Dream Finders Home should be on your A list. I'll be more than happy to talk about Dream Finders or any other builder in the Tampa Bay area. Call me, send me a text. Let's put something on the schedule. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.